Jesus. Hi, what's up? Welcome to Yas's Spirit. My name is Yasmin, and I'm so glad that you guys are here to watch another video. So, today we're going to talk about the yogi diet, the real yogi diet, and not the one that you actually see in India, which has kind of been spoiled over the years because of convenience and not wanting to do what you have to do. And this is why you see a lot of Indians getting sick, which prior to their dietary changes they did not. All right, so whoever of you does not know, there are two facts about me. So the first fact is that I'm a personal trainer and a yoga instructor, also a practitioner. So I've been practicing yoga for a few years now. I'm 30 years old. I don't know if it matters. And the third one, which I only said there are going to be two, but the third one is that I've always been obsessed with nutrition. So I've always tried these different types of nutrition, also because I had different health issues, but also because I always wanted to lose weight and I was barely eating and I was having eating disorders and whatnot. So a few months ago, I started my teacher training, and we got this amazing book, which is called in Hebrew. All right, you can also find it obviously in English, but in Hebrew, it's Light on Yoga, meaning they put in a focus. This is a yoga textbook, okay? It's by Iyengar. Whoever of you does not know, Iyengar is one of the founders, right, of Iyengar system. So there's Iyengar yoga, which is more like alignment focused and less flowy, and it's kind of different than Ashtanga or whatever terms of yoga that you might be practicing. All right, so in this book we're gonna see how this guy actually put the attention on purification of the body and how it can help us achieve clarity and what is the real yogi diet. All right, so before we're going to start, I just want to say that I'm not a native English speaker, as you have noticed, so I'm probably going to be stuck with some words throughout the video, so just be patient with me because I'm trying to translate it at the same time and the same moment, and it will take like more than a few, I don't know, just more than 1 second. Okay, so I want to start. So what he's saying here is this. Okay, Ashtanga yoga, right, means the 8 organs of yoga. So according to Patanjali, you have 4 padas, which are legs or chapters. The first chapter is about samadhi, the second is the means of achieving the yoga, the third is the power that the yogi is getting in his journey, and the second is liberation. The 8 organs of yoga are described in the second chapter. So the first organ is called dhyana. This is about morality and ethics. What they are actually speaking about fate, state, age, and time. And there are ahimsa, satya, asatya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. All right. All right. So we're going to ahimsa. I'm just reading to you and translating at the same time. All right. So ahimsa is from a, which means no, and imsa means killing or violence. Ahimsa is more than just the order of non-killing. Is actually meaning with a positive, more broad meaning, which is love. This love is to all the creation, since we are all the girls and boys of the same Father, which is God. The yogi believes that killing or destroying a thing or a creature is actually hurting the Creator. Humans kill in order to achieve food or for protecting themselves from danger. But the fact that a human is vegetarian does not necessarily mean that he is non-violent or that he is a yogi. Even though a vegetarian diet is a must for the yoga practice. All right, so there we go. We see that when consuming things that are non-vegetarian, which in their form, what they used to have as a vegetarians, meaning just cooked vegan food, all right? This is like the real yogis, what they believed, right? So the yogi believes that every creature has the right to live his life equally as his own life. The yogi believes that he was born in order to help others, and he looks at the creation with a loving eye. All right? Great. He knows that his life are bound deeply to the life of others, and he's happy when he can help them be happier. He puts their own happiness before his own happiness and becomes the source of joy to others. All right? To whoever meets him. Now we're going to the second one, which is niyama. In niyama, it says like this. In addition to the purification of the mind, body, and speech, mind, body, mind, and speech, the purification of the food must be also included. Except for the cleanliness while making the food, it's also important to pay attention to the purity and the means in which you got the food. All right? The food, which is the substance that is being consumed, is considered to the shape of a Brahman. It must be eating in a sensation that every piece we eat is providing us the power to serve the God, which is practically ourselves. Then the food becomes pure. The choice to be vegetarian or not is a completely personal issue. And since every person has the influence of a different culture and a different country where he was born and raised. But with time, the person who practices yoga must adapt to himself a vegetarian nutrition diet so he can reach a state of focus, attention in one goal, and spiritual awakening, spiritual being, spiritual development, call it whatever. The food must be consumed in order to improve health, power, energy, and life. It needs to be simple, juicy, nutritious, and calming. Avoid foods that are sour, bitter, salty, spicy, burning, not fresh, meaning cooked foods, tasteless, heavy, meaning fatty foods and proteins, and non-clean. All right. So the character is actually being is consisted by the type of food that we eat and by the way in which we eat it. Humans are the only creatures who eat when they are not hungry, and usually live to eat and not eat to survive and live. If we only eat for the taste in our mouth, we're going to eat much more than what is needed, and then we're going to suffer from indigestion that are going to take the body out of its balance. The yogi believes in harmony, and this is why he only eats to survive. All right? He does not eat too much and not too little. He sees his body as his own temple for his spirit, and is washing himself from addictions. All right? So this is what the book is saying. So basically what they're saying is to eat non-cooked, which is like the natural state of the food, juicy, fresh food, so a lot of watery food, which are fruits and veggie fruits, right? Eating things that are not sour, bitter, salty, spicy. So basically what they're saying is eat sweet stuff that have taste. And this is why also when you are consuming fruits and vegetables, make sure that you choose good quality. So it's very, very important to know when a fruit or a vegetable is actually ripe and you can eat it. So you will enjoy eating it and you will get the full benefits of it. And you won't eat too little or too much of it. All right, so this is according to the book. Now, I wanted to also say that the real, true, why am I saying that the vegetarian was actually vegan according to yogis? Because if you think about it, when they talk about non-hurting, when they're actually in the process of making dairy, they are actually hurting the animals because they are making them do things that are not meant for them to do. They are milking them, they're electrocuting them, they are raping them, they're putting hormones in their bodies. So they can say plenty of stuff. They say to not eat processed food, so it's very, very important to eat food in the closest form to its natural form. So raw, right? If you're gonna eat raw cow's milk, you're probably gonna end up in the hospital, and in most cases you're probably gonna die. So dairy is not meant for human consumption, yeah? It's also meant to feed another animal and not humans. If it was to feed us, then, I don't know, you would probably see that every human has a cow, and that the cow comes to him and tells him, okay, now it's time to eat, and then the human baby is gonna go eat. But no, because humans can produce their own milk just for when they are babies, which is when we need the milk. For later on, we get the teeth and we can eat fruits, which is the best for the human body. So if you want to be healthier, if you want to not hurt animals, if you consider yourself good people and you want to reach spiritual, higher levels of spirituality, you want to find yourself, you want to make sure that your body is in balance. So eat balanced foods that nature and the creation gave it to you in the most perfect way, in which you don't have to kill other living beings. All right? I also wanted to say that an interesting fact was that when I started to get into this raw lifestyle, which was like 90% fruits most of the time. So I was fruitarian, and also I was doing some fastings and whatnot. When I say fasting, I mean dry fasting. So when I got into this lifestyle, this is actually when I started my teacher training. So when I read this book, I was like blown away, because I realized that this is the one thing that none of my colleagues were actually, not colleagues, but my classmates or course friends, was actually paying attention to, and they were mostly eating animals, and the awareness was not like the best. I guess that until you don't have problems that really bother you, and until you don't go and strive to find what really works and what is the truth, and until you gonna understand that the only way to change your suffer is to change your way. If you're gonna eat in the same way, um, you're just gonna keep ingesting poisons into your body, and you're never gonna get your body pure enough so it can really heal itself and reach a higher spiritual level, higher physical level. You know, for me, ever since I started this lifestyle, in 3 months I lost 11 kgs, and I also done a juice fasting, a juice cleansing, I'm sorry, and for 30 days, and ever since I got back on eating, and I eat as many fruits as I want. Obviously you cannot overeat because your body is gonna tell you, okay, I have no space, you need to stop. So your body is gonna tell you, otherwise you're just gonna vomit, because you just won't be able to eat. So there's no way you can overeat on this lifestyle. Yeah. So for me, I lost 11 kilos, which is 23 pounds in 3 months, and I never even gained it. I'm on this journey for almost 7 months now, and I actually started just before my 30th birthday. And yeah, I've been thriving ever since. I don't have bloating unless I eat something with salt, like olives, or high fat, like avos and stuff. And yeah, so this has been the most amazing journey for me. And to me, I just want people to be healthy, because when I hear people having problems, having cancer, having this, having that, and they think that, oh, the only thing that can heal me is going to the doctor and taking shitloads of medications, which are basically drugs that are actually poisoning your body even more. And then what they're actually doing is they are killing your symptoms. But when you don't feel the symptoms, you get the sensation and the feeling that everything is working well again. But the fact is that when you don't feel the symptoms and you don't feel like there's something wrong in your body, you're actually making it worse, because the symptoms are there for a reason. This is a sign from your body that is trying to tell you, like, hey, you need to change something, you need to rest, you need to change your diet, you need to change your way of life, and just care for yourself and love yourself and respect yourself. So don't eat things that are taking away your energy, such as a lot of protein and fat. So that was me. I was Yasmin. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like the video. If you want to see more content. Love you guys so much. Have a great day.